Hello. It's so nice to be home again and be back with you.
I'm supposed to be holding something, so I'll hold
He's
this.
so used to us trying to both hold cards. I have lots and lots of cards to share tonight using the new Irresistible Blooms. But before that, I'm just thrilled that you guys put up with us. We are thrilled, yes, because
and we're home.
Usually we do this Monday nights, but we wanted to just keep driving. So it was really nice. And it's so much easier to do it from home. Although we have this kind of little light coming. So we have no idea, but you know.
Karen's an angel.
So thanks,
She's got
everyone.
A halo.
So just quick announcements. This is the new 6 Uggs. This is really weird. I don't know if anyone can come up with a sentence from this. Remember, you could always find this at KarenTitus.com. And, you know, I send out a card kit for anyone who places a minimum $50 order. So tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central, I'm going to be assembling the card kit. So tomorrow you can see what the card kits are. And it's just fun. It ties into this because we are using, well, basically the papers. This is just absolutely amazing papers. And you're going to love the cards you see tonight. Okay, we have just tons and tons and tons of stuff here. Okay, and what else did I want to say about that? If you have placed an order already, I usually send them out weekly, but they won't go out till next week because I need my Monday mavens, and I haven't been here on a Monday. So if you order through next Monday, they will go out like next Tuesday. So very happy about that. Thanks for being gracious with us so we can travel. And
I think we're moving on.
We are moving on. Okay, this paper, I just wanted to point out a couple things. Look at this amazing paper, and then there are dies that cut out these flowers and the leaves. They're a bunch of pages, so I always love it when you get double duty on things. So to start with, well, I'm glad we were missed last night. I forgot to put a thing up on YouTube until today. I said, oh, you know, that is just one thing when you're traveling. I said, but so good to be back. Okay.
We're not going to be on last night.
Yeah, I forgot to put it on last night. So thank you if you showed up and we weren't here. And then if you really accepted that and came back tonight, thank you for your patience with us. We totally appreciate it. So I'm going to start. I like to kind of make these a little bit in order, but you know, they'll be all mixed up. So first we're going to start with some cards that just use the papers. I mean, they might use some other things, but in terms of the paper on this. So this card is from Janice Waitman. Oh, she did stamp the inside. The finishing touch. And this is right from the paper. So is that so cool? And this is
vellum.
A vellum. So you can kind of see under here how much darker this paper is. Look what a soft look vellum gives. Is that just beautiful? And then right next to it, we're going to put, because these are the same flowers. But you see how now she's just switching into some other papers from this beautiful pack. And it's even the same words, the thank you. And this is Amy Notch. Then this card just uses the leaves. And it is a box card, so it stands up like that. And you put it up. And this is Amy Rich.
It was
how fun.
It was difficult to pick a favorite because they were all so good.
Tim picked 2, but he had a whole stack of them. So we'll show you his favorites in the end. Isn't it fun how you can just dress things up? So now these are other dies, but isn't that fun how that's accented? But the paper is just from the paper here, the rest of this. And I thought that's really pretty too. So this is Lisa Krause, and she did stamp the inside too.
Very nice.
And then this one's really fun. Just a little take on doing the designer series paper. I love the saying in here, I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. And that's really cool. And that is Kathy Peck. And what a nice, pretty, simple card. Yeah, weather did not cooperate with our travels. We had a good time anyway, but I thought I could make a post about the 3/4 of my suitcase that I didn't need to pack. That would be the sandals, the short sleeves, the capris, most of what I packed. So anyway, it was kind of hilarious. So Tim even said, oh, you don't have a whole lot of laundry. I mean, we did laundry anyway, but I said it's just kind of funny because no, I couldn't wear most of what I brought. Okay, here we go again. And I think that this is pretty because if you see, these are the same papers here. Now, do you see how she's just put some flowers popped up on it? and then added the words. So this one is, and it lifts like this, and this is Amy Rich again.
Does this kind of card have a name?
I call it just a front flap, but I don't know if it really does. And then here's another front fold. So this one opens like that, and then opens in this and this. Oh, and this is Susan Miller. So you could put a little gift card in here.
Or your name.
Or your name or anything. But see how that just closes like that? So that is just very fun. Oh, what kind of ink do you use on vellum? That's great. You would use StazOn, or you can emboss. But on StazOn, if you noticed what we were talking about on the vellum here, I'll have to do I will be doing it about vellum. On this particular one, she did not stamp on the vellum. This was just to soften the look. But now that I'm back home, I will continue my series of basic stamping things. So I will add that down. I'm going to write that down right now. Stamping on vellum.
I'm usually the one that gives her leading questions. So
yes.
Thank you for doing that.
Yes. So that's great. Okay. Here is a gorgeous card. Because I will just, I had started before we left, but it was too hard to bring everything to do that. So that'll be really fun. Well, Ellen, welcome. Yes, you just joined my team. So we're going to have a conversation here really soon. So it's really fun. I'm actually sending you some things. So now we have some things that are, what I decided to use next. There's a set of 3 new embossing folders. And the one that I was using, I must have misplaced it. It was on the road, but these are 2. And so I'm going to show you the different ones that have added an embossing folder. This is a stunning card. And you know what makes this stunning? Look at the layers, how nicely cut it is, nicely put together, and all those layers. If you ever want to step up your cards, layers are the easiest way to do it. This is Marcia Gay.
It's very neat.
Oh, and I like how she did the inside too. Isn't that lovely? I thought that is just really lovely. And there you'll see this new embossing folder, if we can kind of tell from here.
So are we talking like about 6 layers or?
Yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on this, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 layers. Yeah. I guess we're going to get more snow. So we came home to see all the snow here, but we certainly drove on our trip. We drove through way worse weather than we usually drive through from Minnesota. So it's just kind of funny.
I don't think Marcia's going to start any contest, but if she did, she'd win for the number of layers.
Okay. Okay.
That is a lot.
That's a lot. Isn't that gorgeous? And it is just stunning, but it's beautiful.
Why didn't I pick this one?
You were debating. It was in your pile. A whole bunch of these. You should have seen this pile.
I should have counted.
Now, do you remember we did this fold? So if anyone wants to know this fold, I can look up the link for the video and put it again. It was one of our Thursday things where you just take it and fold it. So this is another one Tim pulled out and looked at.
Let's talk about this because it doesn't show on the camera as much as it does in person.
But it's torn and then it's just rolled.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
So if anyone wants to be reminded of how to do that, so I think that is just really cool. And this is Jan Carlson. And that is gorgeous. I love the soft look of this. And then do you see the little print in there? That is just really pretty. Harriet says she's just getting started. I was just talking to Harriet right before we got on here. So there's a lot to learn. Yes, there is. And you will love it. And we're thrilled to have you here. Okay, here's another one. Now this one is Sandy Carlson. And now this is white on white for the background. Do you see that? So this one's been embossed. White on white is such a classy look. And then the rest of it is, look how simple that is. This is the deckled rectangle dies. So she's got a large one here and then 3 smaller ones there. And isn't that just lovely?
Very nice.
And they're cut out with dies. Ginger says, Harriet, your head will be spinning in no time. Impossible to keep up with the ideas. That is so true. But you know what? It keeps us young and creative, I figure. I'd rather have lots of ideas in no time than all the time in the world and no ideas to fill them with, right?
She's also asking you to slow down.
Okay. Yeah, I do have a problem in life slowing down. Okay, this one is Lynn Feldkamp. Now, notice this is a different embossing folder in this set of 3, though. And see, it's got all those little bumps. And I thought, and here's that same paper we've been highlighting. But isn't that just lovely?
It is.
Okay, and here we have, this is Connie Thompson. And look how both of them have used 2 flowers. And they're both stamped on the white, and they're both sponged on the inside. That's really cool. And this one has gone with a much darker color. And then we have the Hooray, It's Your Day inside.
So Lynn took a plain piece of paper and ran it through a
Yes, but so did she.
So
and you
they
see how
both
this
are.
one is more subtle.
Very
This
subtle.
one has lines, and she did the whole inside here, and then the part you're going to write on is cut out separately. So that's nice and smooth to write on. So that is very cool. And then we have, now these, the last two were both stamped on white and then sponged. And now check these out. These were stamped. Oh, I'm trying to think of what the color is in here, you guys. It's on Flirty Flamingo paper. I might get it wrong, so I don't want to say it. But do you see how this has been stamped on a darker color on the paper?
You want me to guess?
Yeah, do you want to know? It has to be alliterative, like
Okay.
Timmy Titus.
Yeah.
It's got to be like like Flirty Flamingo. But I thought, isn't that pretty too? And notice here's vellum again. Yeah, we had to do some more things with vellum because isn't that pretty? It just adds so much on the accent right there. So that is very cool. Then the next one, here are two of the embossing folders, and this is Susan Campfield. And notice now this one is the fine little dies, and then this is the bumpy ridge. So both embossing folders are used on the same card. Isn't that cool? And the rest of it is accented with the paper.
Very nice.
Next, this one is Lynn Feldkamp, another one of hers. I love this soft. This is a really soft color in there. But notice how she's just taken circles and then a line going across. So another nice, easy design. And again, you're going to see that embossed layer. That embossed layer can just add so much.
That circle is not.
Is it Calypso Coral? Oh, you know what, you guys? How can I not tell? Because I've got the thing here. But did you take the paper out of here? Or maybe it's in here. Let's see.
That's all.
Where's the part that says oh, that's too funny.
I didn't see it.
Well, there is another one out of the table if you want to run and get it.
Okay, so I'll do that.
And I'll show, this is another. This is Nancy Thompson. And I'm going to point out, do you see how these papers are the same? So this is a real pastel kind of look. And this one, she's layered it on the white. This one, she's layered it on petal pink, but they both use that same embossing folder. And I just think, how cool. And this is a narrower strip. This is wider. And then this one's embellished with the circles and the words. But do you see how they're similar and yet different? And she's taken the stamps and stamped it. Yeah. Walked him. Let me go see. Faster. Okay, so let me see. Flirty Flamingo. Is it Flirty Flamingo? I don't know what she used because Flirty Flamingo is the only one that I knew on here. Well, it could be, or she might have just used a darker color on it. I will have to go explore. I just am afraid I'll give the wrong name. So, okay, we have Rhonda Morgan. And here's another one. This is cut right out of the paper. And here we have that bumpy design again. And I love how she's got this oval. Hooray, it's your day. She's added the words, just all these pretty simple things. Is that making sense? Okay. And I'm glad you learn something new every time you watch me, Claudia. That's great. I'm waiting for the circle punches to come because I want to do a bunch of stuff with the circle punches, but right now they're not available, so I can't do more.
I learned something too because I couldn't figure out how many circles there were because it looked like there was 3, but they didn't connect. So there's just 2 of them. And
that's because this is the vellum. Yeah. And because you see through the vellum, it just makes a really cool look. So this is turning into a vellum night. How interesting.
An illusion.
Now this card is Rachel Kuhn, and she's using a different embossing folder. So the other ones I've been showing have used the ones from the set. And I always want to point out everything is good with mix and matching. That's beautiful with that. Trying to turn these so you can see. And then this cut from the paper. I absolutely love designer series paper that you can cut out with the dies. And now these are with the dies, but this would also be easy to fussy cut. So if you don't have a machine or you don't want to do the dies, just know this paper will also stand alone because it's an easier one to cut than some. Well, Stampin' Up! Brought out 2 of the circle punches again, but so thanks for asking that. But they're not available right now. These are online ordering only. So if you're wondering what I'm sharing tonight, Stampin' Up! Is trying some new things. And so every now and then they'll have something just available online. Most of you would do online because you're watching me. But if you want a link to see where these things are online, let me know because I think I forgot to put it in the show notes. I'll try to go back and add it, but Facebook isn't letting me go back and change what I wrote. So I'm not sure what to do about that. but just know, and these are while supplies last. So that is what, and this is what, so now this one is used that stitched greenery. Let's see if you can see it. So another embossing folder, but it just looks really cool with this. Kind of seen that, but isn't that pretty? I just love this layout too. I've used this kind of a layout a lot where we have just a little bit of paper, your accent here. And this is Jessica Brigden. Okay, the next ones we're going to use are going to be with these dies. We have a couple of dies in here. So we have the circle one, and then we have these stripes like this. I just wanted to point that out. So do you see these stripes? What a difference they make. So tomorrow I'll be showing the easiest way to adhere these to your cards. So you'll just want to touch base on that tomorrow. And this is Carrie Bigelow. But I love that. And now look how we have
same thing.
The same colors here, which is just really cool. But this is with the circle one and showing how, just showing the color through there. That's really pretty, isn't it? And this one is Glenda Calkins.
So you don't bend them.
Nope. Nope. They're just, it's the dies. So it'll cut out like that. And now, we've got to do vellum again. So let's look at this. Here is the whole part cut out.
Whoa.
To see how that?
Yeah.
And this is vellum. So it's a really soft look against that. So how fun is that? And this is Tracy Filter.
So when you can't decide, you use them both.
Yes. When we came home to some great cards. Tim has already opened them. We'll be sharing some on Thursday. I think it's going to take us a couple of weeks to get through them, but boy, was it fun to come home to cards, you guys. Just letting you know, you made our homecoming very special.
Yes, you did.
And here's one more cut through, and look at the difference then when we have different paper. So this one was a solid, and this is a striped paper under there, and you just get totally different looks.
Ooh.
So how fun. And this is Dina Lenneman. And let's see. Oh, here's another circle one where the circles are cut out, and only, this is interesting too. See, I just love comparing and contrasting. Do you see how this has the whole circle here too, Tim? It's a thicker. This only has the delicate insides. How lovely is that? You see how delicate that looks? And this is Lonnie Pyler. And then we've got some more using the lines. So here we have this onto the circle. I just love this with a little hello there. And this is Darla Watson. This one is Lisa Bowell. Look how they're both pinks. And this is going to be much starker because it's got the black and white. And this is the gray, a more subtle look. But I think that's really fun how those are put on there. And then if you want to go for a really different look, check out this one with the black. So here we've got just the stark black and then the red on that. And that's gorgeous too. So don't these cards just look different? I think that's so fun.
I actually like that.
And that's Kathy Seal. And then we have one more, this time in gold. I thought, so I hope this gets your mind thinking, ooh, then I could try this. And so this one has the gold on the different layers there. And this is Judy Tuttle. So these, people are saying that they really like the black one. And it's kind of interesting. So many of the cards that I'm showing from this are the more pastel. So then sometimes you pick up like black and white and it's totally, want to see another black and white? Oh, look at this. Whoa. How stunning is this? And now look, a whole different thing. And this is reverse. So this is the black on the white. This is the white on the black. And do you see how she's put them together in the middle? And then they fan out. And you're going to love the card Tim showed. One of the cards he picked has a really unique effect with this too. So this is Candy Suriano. And she did the inside too. So those are really fun because they're just really very classy looking. And then next, I'm not sure what the next are. So I think it's just all the extraneous ones. So let's see. This is Desiree Crum. These might be ones that are more stamped because this is stamped if you're seeing the white inside. But you see how this is a strip card? So she just has the different strips and it just makes a very cool background there. Oh, and if you like black and white, here's another. Look at this. This is with the seafoam and black and white. That's really dramatic. I
Very
like
nice.
that too. And this is Denise Quayle. But that's cool. It's got the 3 strips, the fun ribbon and all that. And let's see. I have another black. Let's do another black next to it. This one is Jeannie Nielsen. And you see, we're kind of doing a little similar thing. She's got the black on the soft seafoam, and here she's got it on the petal pink. So it's very dramatic. We have the flirty flamingo, petal pink, and black. So this is kind of showing with that. I just love card swaps. It's just so fun to sit and look at all of them. And I send a bunch of these out to my customers too, which is really fun. And then this is Susan Miller. Okay. Oh, here's this paper again that we're loving, that she popped up 2 cards on there. And then this one opens like this. Susan Miller. And this one, here's another one that's on a dark color. And this is Tracy Bauer. Love it when people do the insides. I think this is really fun because this is that kind of a die, but do you see how she has just stamped and layered her flowers? That's really lovely.
So
I like that with the dark green.
Okay, that's dark green. That's black.
It's kind of it's real dark green too,
black.
like that. No, it's all dark green, but it is very dark. So it could be, this is black. This part is stamped in black.
Yeah.
But it's just kind of gives that rich look again. And then and I also was going to show some embossing here. So now this is embossed. These flowers are just cut out from the paper like our others. These are dies cut out, but you see how she's embossed on the background of this and then sponged over it? So that kind of soft green background has all been added. Did you have something you wanted to say about that?
I have some challenges with reading, but that says, I love you, right?
I like you.
Oh, I like you. See?
So similar.
Well, it's
that's okay. You can
stronger emotion.
Yeah, but
And Karen, and I'm talking to you.
Okay. But I was going to say, you can kind of assume when you look at something, sometimes it's easy to substitute words too.
It is. Kind of, but is that one of the fonts?
Yep. In this, yep.
Have I seen that before?
I don't know.
Because that is very fancy.
Yeah, it is. Wow. Yeah, it is. And
like
so this one is Carol Rosengren. Well, in this one, you'll see that little bit of fancy part again, too. Do you see the hooray at the end? So some of these, they're kind of similar, but the I like you is the fanciest of all.
The fanciest.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So this one is a double open. We open it and we open it again, and it's Natalie Travis. That's, I will show the paper again in the name of the bundle. So good. I will be glad to do that. And then this one is Michelle Brannick. And look at how this has been embossed and colored in. Isn't that pretty?
That is.
That's really a stunning card. We're going to have Tim show his favorites, and then I'll show you.
Oh, there are so many.
I know. As we look through them. Okay, so here.
Is this for that?
Well, I don't think so. I don't know where that. No.
Okay, that was just.
Okay, I think.
Okay.
So, you guys, as we're talking about vellum,
and
you see, this is vellum.
It's kind of.
So look what you can do with vellum. This
thick and latticey
vellum has been put through the embossing folder.
Yeah.
Let's see that. And so it makes a soft look, but it makes it look like lattice. And he looked at that and said, what? How did they do that?
It was that in particular that kind of said, whoa, I need to pick that one.
Yeah.
Because it's so distinct.
Yep.
Very cool.
That is very cool. And this is Joanne Bockerman. And then the other one, check this out. Do you see those same rays on this Hello Sunshine? I mean, talk about a totally different, and she's added some of the little gems on there. This is amazing. This is Brenda Springer. I'm going to run and get something if you excuse me for a minute. You can keep talking.
Okay.
No.
Okay. When Karen gets back, I'm going to ask about, these are all popped up. So there's actually texture to those, but some are kind of bright gold, and this is, I don't know, it's very, very nice. Hello, Sunshine. When Karen comes back, I'm going to say that to her, okay? So you're all in on the joke. Hello, Sunshine.
What did you have a question for me?
No, I just,
okay.
I told everyone that I was going to say that when they came in.
I just bumped the table. So if you saw that thing, I wanted a quick show since I usually do an unboxing video, but we were gone when this came. The other things, this is all just online. So these are not in the catalog, but I will be making cards with them. This is a punch with tropical leaf. This is a growth takes time. Some cute things there. And my favorite, and Tim was pointing out, this is Rhino Ready, and it has dies to go with it. And on our trip, Tim was taking a picture of something he liked with the Rhino. And I said, Tim, that's going to be the perfect setup for a card. So I'm going to have Tim make a card to go on that.
And you don't think of Arizona and rhinos being...
it was a sign on a store or a bar or a restaurant or something. So just to show again, this is the stamp set, the dies. It has embossing folders. And then this is the paper. The paper is amazing. Do you see it? We have 4 of each of these. So we have 4. I'm going to point out. We have 4 kind of yellows to go in there. We have, so there are 8 sheets of the leaves to die cut. And then 8 sheets
of the
flowers. This one's of the flowers. So we've got the pinks and then the yellows. And of course, they all have pretty backgrounds too. But then there's all these others, like that one is stunning. These are really some beautiful papers. And these will be available while supplies last. This is that one we're talking about a lot. That was just a very soft look. But I think these are really fun. So come join us tomorrow morning and we will, let's see, I'll put us back up. I'll put together the card, so then we'll talk more about that. But I hope that helps.
If Karen wants to keep me from, just wait, but I'm talking.
Well, but I was going to answer, can I answer a question? The paper's called Hello Irresistible.
Hello, Irresistible.
Okay.
If Karen wants me to keep from wandering, she can put me on this side because there's no way out.
Now he's caught.
There's only one way out.
So thanks. Make sure you're on my email list so you get the, if you're on it, you got the list of what you want to do to create with us on Thursday. And I said, there's an easier version and a little more pieces version. They're all easy, but anyway, it'll be fun. Thanks guys. See you tomorrow at 10 and again on Thursday. And let me know if you need anything.
Goodbye.